Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are happy because now it is time to save some money on some great Switch and Switch 2 games, both digital and physical. The official Mario Day eShop sale is live, and with that comes a great eShop sale. But you know, I do a little diving, and I found some great physical games on sale as well. So now it's time to get some great games for super cheap. Let's go ahead and get right into this one. That's right, we have a brand new eShop sale, and this is for Mario Day. Even though it's a couple days early, the sale is officially live now. On top of that, I found some great physical games on sale. I mean, what are we doing here? This is awesome. But before we get started, you know, if you look over here, yeah, that's the winner of a Nintendo eShop gift card. Always a very cool sight to see. But if you look over here, here is another winner of a Nintendo eShop gift card. Some say this one is even cooler than the first one. Who am I to judge, right? If you'd like to have the same opportunity every single week, all you have to do is like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter or both of those and really support the community as much as you can. And you guys know I will always give back as much as I can because I love you, but not in a weird and creepy way, which I said that very creepily. This is what happens when I yap too much. So let's go ahead and get right into these deals. First, we have Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope Gold Edition currently on sale in the eShop for $8.99, and that is 90% off the full price. This is insane, right? This is normally a $90 package. You're getting Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which is a phenomenal Mario and Rabbids game, like a strategy RPG. It just has a very charming setting and great characters and super addictive gameplay. But this is a gold edition, which includes 3 DLC expansions, plus more characters, a bunch of extra items, and a bunch of other stuff that I'm probably forgetting right now. So this is insane, right? Like a super fun Mario game with all the DLC for $9. Yeah, that is a no-brainer. We have Blueprints for the Nintendo Switch 2, currently on sale for $19.79. That is 34% off the full price. And even though this is a brand new game on the Switch 2, this is technically the lowest price ever because the regular price is in fact $30. This is amazing. This was the very last game they showed in the Indie World Showcase, and normally they want to save the last announcement for a great game, and they in fact did that. This is one of the most anticipated and highly sought after games that we all wanted to come over on the Nintendo Switch 2. It has finally made an appearance. This game is incredible. It's an amazing puzzle game, but like a very in-depth puzzle game that has a lot of twists and turns. And if I'm not mistaken, this game was even nominated for Game of the Year last year. A really cool game called The Wild at Heart is currently on sale for $7.49. That is 70% off on the eShop, and I believe this is the lowest price this game has ever been as well. Wield an ever-growing herd of quirky creatures to rebuild broken paths, battle perilous beasts, and solve peculiar puzzles in a rich, interconnected world. You will join 2 young runaways as they unravel the mysteries of the Lost Realm in this nostalgic storybook fantasy. Number 1, you know, I love when a game just has like a unique art style, and this game truly looks like a storybook brought to life. Then you add a great narrative and amazing gameplay on top of that, and all of this for less than $8? Yeah, that sounds like an instant buy. So a really unique game called IKENFELL, at least that's how I think it's pronounced, is currently on sale for $5.99. That is 70% off on the eShop, and I think this might be tied for the lowest price this game has ever been. This is a turn-based tactical RPG about a group of troublesome magical students. Use timing mechanics to power your spells and block attacks, explore the twisted halls of a vast magical school, fight challenging monsters and bosses, find tons of hidden treasure, and uncover dark secrets that were never meant to be found. There's a heartwarming and twist-filled story about friendship, trust, love, and loss. And you will have 3 students in battle at a time, and you can choose from a total of 6 of them, and each of them have their own unique powers and strengths. There's over 48 unique spells, over 100 enemies, over 22 challenging bosses, hundreds of items to discover. Oh yeah, and did I already mention this game is only $6? So a great hidden gem called UNSIGHTED is currently on sale for $7.99, and this is 60% off the full price. You need to traverse Arcadia your own way. Save your friends because time is ticking. Alma is an automaton that awakens to a world in ruin after the war with the humans. Anima, the resource that gives automatons like their own thought process, is running out and turning Alma's friends into mindless killing machines called the Unsighted. The world of Arcadia is massive and ripe for exploration, with many shortcuts to discover and maps both above and below the surface of the world. And what's really interesting is this game can be played multiple times, and each time you play it, you might find like a complete different way to play it, different areas to explore, and it's really a game you can get lost in, but like in a good way. So one of my favorite games that have actually released in the last couple of years is BO Path of the Teal Lotus. This is currently on sale for $11.99, and that is 40% off on the eShop. Undertake a mystical journey as BO, a celestial blossom, descended from the heavens to play a key role in an ancient and mysterious ritual. Use your legendary BO staff to bounce and glide fluidly through an otherworldly realm of hand-drawn, dreamlike landscapes. Strange and adorable yokai and massive monsters summoned from ancient legends of Japan. Explore a diverse and interconnected world in a 2.5D side-scrolling action platformer with Metroidvania elements. If you're a fan of 2D platformers, action games, or Metroidvanias at all, this one is a must-play. We have a Hat in Time currently on sale for $14.99, and that is 50% off on the eShop. This game is so damn good, so charming. If you like 3D platformers at all, or anything that's kind of similar to Super Mario, you're going to fall in love with this game. I beat this on my Switch, and I could replay it right now, right? From start to finish, it is so damn good. I think there was some issues on the Switch too, like some compatibility issues, but I think this was actually fixed in one of those random firmware updates we've got. I also have a strange feeling that this will eventually get an official Switch 2 edition, because I could definitely use it. But whether you're playing on your Switch 2 or your Switch, this is one of those games from start to finish. You're just going to be smiling from ear to ear. So we have Doom, which is like technically Doom 2016, currently on sale for $3.99, and that is 80% off on the eShop. And this is arguably one of the best deals I have ever seen, like in gaming period, right? Doom 2016 is a masterpiece. Not only that, it is one of the best ports we ever got on the Switch, like damn near a miracle port. I couldn't believe the quality of it. When I first seen trailers, I thought there's no way that the gameplay is going to look like that. But I was happily wrong. So the fact that you can play one of the best games, truly of all time in my opinion, that is also one of the best Switch ports of all time, that runs just as good on the Switch 2 for only $4, you would be hard pressed to find a better game for less than $5. We have Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, currently on sale for $13.19, and that is 67% off on the eShop. And I love this game so much, right? I love all the Crash Bandicoot games. Truly all of them, even the racing games, the little spin-offs. I just think Crash is an amazing character. I'm very nostalgic for the character, but the reason why is because the games are just so good and they hold up incredibly well. That's why I always recommend the Crash trilogy when it's on sale. And side note, it's actually on sale right now, I think for like $15 or $16. But Crash Bandicoot 4 takes everything that made the first three games good, turns it up to level 1000, and in my opinion just makes like almost a perfect game. Unfortunately, this one didn't sell as good as I hoped it would, so I don't know what's going to happen with Crash games in the future. But for the time being, I think this actually might be the best Crash Bandicoot game of all time. A really fun game called Undermine is currently on sale for $6.99, and that is 60% off on the eShop. This is one of those games that it's like, yeah, that game kind of reminds me of something, and it's very easy to see it is heavily inspired by The Legend of Zelda. Sometimes I'm not a fan of that, but when they can be inspired by Zelda and then also do their own thing and then also make a great video game, yeah, I'm a huge fan of that. And this game is just so fun. You will dive deep into the Undermine and discover its secrets, one peasant at a time. Undermine is an action-adventure roguelike that blends combat and dungeon crawling with RPG-like progression. Mine gold, die, upgrade yourself, and try again. Discover hundreds of items including relics, potions, blessings, and curses that all combo and stack for a new experience every single run. I could go on and on about this one, but just know, it's a really fun game. So we have Planet of Lana currently on sale for the Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 for $17.99. That is 10% off on the eShop, and this is the lowest price this has ever been. Just keep in mind this game actually just came out on March 5th and is normally fully priced at $20, but for the time being $18. And this one was a pleasant surprise for me because I really enjoyed the first game, and I knew that there was like a sequel being worked on, but I hadn't really heard much about it, and now it's officially out, so I cannot wait to get around to this one. These are just very charming 2D adventure games that invoke emotions. They have great aesthetics. great music. The characters are very interesting. Planet of Lana 2 is a cinematic puzzle adventure built around companionship and trust, guiding an older, more agile Lana and her loyal companion as their bond becomes the key to moving forward in a world where beauty and danger live side by side. So we have the Exit 8 currently on sale for the Switch or Nintendo Switch 2 for $3.99, and that is 20% off the full price, which is normally like $5 or whatever. But this is a really interesting game that I thought, yeah, it's like shovelware or something. But then I bought it, and now I'm kind of intrigued by it. It is a game where you essentially just walk through a hallway, like a train terminal or whatever. And then each time you walk through it, you're looking for very small details that have changed, right? So maybe you walk through it and a sign is different. Maybe you walk through it and you notice something else. Maybe you should turn around. Maybe you should keep going. Maybe you should look for some other clues. But I feel like the game is becoming like a cult classic, like already, so much that there is a movie currently right now, like a huge Hollywood movie being made about this game. So why don't you get in early, and then you could say you're one of the OGs. We have PUNYAN for the Nintendo Switch 2, currently on sale for $6.99, and that is 30% off on the eShop, and I think this might be the lowest price this game has ever been. This is a really charming, kind of like a puzzle game. Like if you've ever played Suika game, where you're connecting all the little fruits and making bigger fruits, it's pretty much the same thing here, but this game has a little bit more depth, more challenges, more options. And what's really cool is the Switch 2 edition of this supports mouse controls. And this is one of those games where mouse controls are really fun and just work really well. So this is a game you can play for 15 minutes, play for 15 hours, and I feel like this is one of those games that everybody needs on their console. We have Mario and Luigi Brothership physically right now at Amazon for $38.95, and that is 35% off the full price. Is this the best Mario and Luigi game of all time? No. But it is a decent game. I feel like the only caveat or problem is it's a little bit too long, but if you're a person who likes to get a lot of value out of the games they buy, then that isn't an issue, right? Too much game? How's that even a problem? Yeah, this game is cool. I do think it was a little rough on the Switch 1, and I feel like it came out so late during the Switch 1's life that it's definitely getting a Switch 2 upgrade, or maybe even a Switch 2 edition. And if I had to guess, we'll probably see that in the next couple of months. Maybe they even announce a Switch 2 upgrade, like a free one on Mario Day. So yeah, a physical Mario game for less than $40, not a bad way to go. We have Sonic X Shadow Generations physically for the Nintendo Switch for $17.99, and you can pick this up at Woot. That is 64% off the full price. And this is easily one of my favorite Switch games I've ever played. My favorite Switch 2 games as well. I played this on the Switch 2 first. I really enjoyed my time with it. I think Shadow Generations is one of the best, if not the best, Sonic game of all time. Unfortunately, I lost my copy. So instead of buying another Switch 2 copy, I bought a Switch copy for like $25. And yeah, I think it's perfectly fine. So whether you're picking this up for your Switch or your Switch 2, for $18, you're getting two of the best Sonic games of all time. We have Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury physically for $39.99. That is 33% off the full price, and you can pick this up from the My Nintendo store. This is actually my favorite Mario game that ever released on the Switch, like even over Odyssey, and I mean the other million Mario games we got. I love Super Mario 3D World so much. Bowser's Fury is like a 5 or 6 hour adventure, but again, it's just a phenomenal 3D Mario game. And what's cool is this game got an official free Switch 2 upgrade. So on the Switch, I already thought the game looked beautiful, but on the Switch 2, it's like, yeah, this is peak gaming here, right? So to get a package of technically 2 Mario games that are some of the best Mario games ever for only $40 and it's physical, what are we doing here? We have Assassin's Creed Shadows for the Nintendo Switch 2 physically at Amazon and Walmart for $40.30. That is 33% off the full price, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. Even though this is a physical copy, just keep in mind this is a game key card. Before this was announced and it was just a rumor, I was thinking, how is this going to work on the Switch 2, right? That was before we seen all these other amazing ports, but I was just very curious, and it turns out Ubisoft right now is doing some of the best work on the Switch 2, hands down. And yeah, they knocked this one out of the park. And I think this game did so good on the Switch 2 that it's like continuously getting free updates all the time where they're fixing some textures, making the water look better, adding a couple things in, fixing some other bugs, and they're just continuously supporting it, right? So this would be a great game to pick up on your Switch 2. Ladies and gentlemen, there were some great Switch and Switch 2 games, digital and physical right now. So in the comments below, I would love to hear from you guys. Any games you might be picking up, any sales that I missed, just start a conversation. And remember, if you made it all the way to the end of my video, if you could do me a favor, hit a like and subscribe on the way out. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter because we are growing on both platforms, and that's pretty cool. And consider becoming a channel member. That's the ultimate way to support this community. And you would be in an exclusive elite club of other channel members, right? You guys are the robot army. So yeah, consider doing that. And you guys know me. I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace.